Chevry now on the board with a 2 spot. Washington with 2, 4 for Jones. See if CCSJ can answer. Good pass inside, laying it up for 2, Ariana Lemons. Good passing early by CCSJ. Coach talked about nailing down that shot clock management. So far early on, looks a lot cleaner. Very good, squeaky clean by CCSJ on the offense. Time winding down with 50 seconds in the first half. Zion Morgan fakes. Needs to find an open player. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it himself and gets it for 2. The Crimson Wave have shown true hard work, team basketball paying off each game, which has led them here to where they are tonight. The Crimson Wave won their quarterfinal in a 3-point upset over third seed St. Xavier Tuesday. Good evening, Will Farlow, my producer, Eason, with you on Jed TV and JedTV.com as we welcome you to this edition of the 2025 CCAC semifinal matchup between the Calumet College St. Joesph Crimson Wave and Governor State University. My first time calling a playoff game in my career ever, folks. I'm glad it's here in good old Whiting, Indiana. So our starting lineups for this semifinal matchup. For Governor State and the Jaguars, Coach Bates has Tolbert, guard out of the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Another guard out of the Windy City and Proviso East High School, Javon Johnson. The man in the middle out of North Lawndale High School in Chicago, Illinois, Vincent Mays, Vincent Davis, Tyrell Easom. Coach Hawkins has on the floor tonight for this semifinal here home at Rittenmeyer. Scott Gowan out of Rockford, J. Caleb Sawinski, Hervoje Machunich, the rebounding machine in the middle. We call him the rebounding vacuum here at Rittenmeyer Center. Colby Wiggins, the man from three-point land, and the floor general, Zion Morgan. My keys to the game: stay out of foul trouble, keep up that defensive pressure that we saw on Tuesday night. It'll be Mays and J. Caleb Sawinski for tonight's tip-off as we're set to get underway in tonight's semifinal for CCAC. The winner moves on to the championship Saturday. And the tip is up. It belongs to CCSJ as we're underway in this semifinal matchup tonight. Zion Morgan pivots, finds J. Caleb on top of the key. Gowan puts up a 3, nails it! Cash it in, Scott Gowan. Crimson Wave of Calumet College strike first. 17:50 remaining. Wiggins finds Morgan. Morgan on the weak side puts up a 3. Count it! Time out, Governor State. 2 back-to-back threes by Zion Morgan. Who else? Watch that replay. Morgan is bringing the heat early in this playoff game. We're taking our first break. 17:43 left. Crimson Wave with 3 threes, 9-4, they lead. Like what I'm seeing defensively on the rebounding side by CCSJ so far in this first quarter. 2:20 left. Diaz with the ball. Gets a good pick from score zone. Tries for 3. Cash it in. First 3 for CCSJ women's basketball in 2025 goes to Priscilla Diaz. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. They now lead by 5, 13-8 against the Trolls. Diaz sets up the offense. Quickly finds Lemons. Diaz tries for 3. Misses it. Rebound, Ariana Lemons. Lemons gets it up for 2 for the Crimson Wave. Quickly back on Diaz. A steal by Diaz. She gets it for 2 for the Crimson Wave. 15-7. Calumet College of St. Joseph leads Governor State. Looking at the stats, the Crimson Wave of Calumet College have 4 rebounds to Governor State's 5. Governor State and Calumet each have 4 points in the paint. Second chance points, Governor State has 3. As Tolbert inbounds right to Javon Johnson, we're back underway here at Rittenmeyer Center. Coach Bates calls out a game plan as Tolbert directs Javon Johnson to pivot wing side. Right to Mays it goes. Mays takes it to himself, misses, rebound, Sawinski. Right to Machunich for Calumet College, finds Zion Morgan. Morgan keeps hold of the ball, finds Scott Gowan. Gowan with the pick from Sawinski. Sawinski gets it. Machunich quickly to Morgan, who fakes out Javon Johnson, drives him for 2, misses. Rebound, Tolbert for Governor State. Tolbert showing good crossover. What a poster by Zion Morgan. Mays gets a rebound, gets it for 2, but Zion Morgan doing it on both sides. That was a really good poster in the paint. Calumet College feeding off that momentum from their win Tuesday, it looks like so far, still leading by 6. Kobe Wiggins just loses the ball but keeps hold, and he's fouled by Governor State. What a close call by Kobe Wiggins that time. As we have the replay here on Jed TV. Esom with his first foul, but watch that pass. Wiggins got really lucky that Esom touched him, as that could have been Governor State ball. Gowan quickly to Sawinski, misses the call, so Governor State gets a break. They will get the ball back. So the first foul for Governor State was on Tyrell Esom, the senior's first. Olive Harvey College transfer. Plays a real good game. He's a key shooter to watch for Governor State in the paint. And Coach Hawkins goes to his bench. Quindarius Davis will come in for Kobe Wiggins. Zion Morgan comes out for who else? The man against ONU in his debut this season with 27, John Luke Wilson. Tolbert gets it from Javon Johnson, setting up Governor State offensively. Once again, they trail by 6. Finds Esom on the top of the key wing side of the court. To Davis, top of the key, fakes out Wilson. Davis to Esom, fakes out Machunich. Esom has space, but Machunich will not let him go anywhere. Esom puts up a 3, misses, rebounds Sawinski. Right to Wilson. He'll slow it down offensively as Davis is right behind him on his heels. Wilson finds Davis. Davis, top of the key, right to Gowan on the wing side for Calumet College. Gowan spins, crosses over on Javon Johnson, right to Wilson. Wilson with room on the wing side against Tolbert, tries a 2, just sinks it. Wilson's on the board with a 2. Calumet College now leads the Governor State Jaguars 17-9. 12:20 remaining. Governor State now with the ball offensively. Esom against Gowan, top of the key, finds Tolbert. Good D on Tolbert by Davis. Coach calls for the screen. Mays gets the ball inside, double team. Loses it, Esom recovers. Fresh, not 8 on the shot clock. Esom misses, rebound Machunich. Davis can't catch up to him. Machunich has space, misses the 2. Davis gets a rebound. Quickly to Javon Johnson. Lobs it to Mays, who has room for a 2-point slam. Governor State trims that Crimson Wave lead to 6. Calumet College leads 17-11 here in this first semifinal game of tonight's matchup. Remember, the other 2 players underway in the next game, while this one plays, is ONU and St. Francis. Sawinski misses, but he's fouled by Governor State. Coach Bates on the bench, can't believe it, neither can Mays. And watch the replay. That was a real late call. Good catch by Sawinski. And looks like we may have a technical foul on Tolbert. So not just Mays with a foul, it's 2 Governor State players in foul trouble early. So that's 3 fouls on Governor State's 3 key players. Esom with 1, Mays with 1, Tolbert gets called for the tech. So it's Scott Gowan, very good shooter at the charity stripe for Calumet College. The Rockford, Illinois native can do it all on the court with good leadership. Sinks that free throw. 18-11 now. 11:24 clock stopped here at Rittenmeyer Center. Thank you to all the fans for coming out for both sides. We have a very good packed house, or as Coach Hawkins said on Twitter, pack the Rit. That's what we're seeing here tonight. Gowan makes both, 19-11. Calumet College leads. Ethan, I like that. Pack the Rit. That's a really good theme for tonight. Guys, little story about Coach Hawkins. He played for Valpo, went to the postseason with NCAA. His first stint with Calumet College, he took them to one of their early postseason wins, as this team was just formed back in 1999. Very interesting history they can hopefully add if they get a good win here tonight. Sawinski sinks that first one. Coming in for the first time is a very key player forward, Kevin Vance. And the player I talked about with Coach Bates, who he said to keep an eye out for, was the difference maker for Governor State's win 2 weeks ago, Dakari Graham, the senior out of Griffith, Indiana. Very key shooter. Coach Bates says he's a very good hard worker, brings energy. That's evident whenever he's on the court for Governor State as Sawinski makes both. Now 21-11, Calumet College leads. Guy we just mentioned, Dakari Graham, setting up the offense for Governor State. Finds Vance. Vance pivots on J. Caleb Sawinski, finds Javon Johnson. Javon Johnson right back to Vance. Right back into Dakari Graham, top of the key against Scott Gowan. Graham pivots on Gowan and Sawinski, sinks it for two. Graham quickly on the board already with a two-pointer. Gets his team within 8 of Calumet College's 21-13 lead. Gowan pivots on Graham. Good opening for Sawinski. Doesn't get the two, but count the foul on the floor. We have a replay as that foul's called on and you see that replay. Good job by Sawinski that time in the post to stay alive there. So that's the first foul on sophomore Vincent Davis. So that's 4 fouls quickly for Governor State. Sawinski sinks another free throw at the charity stripe. Coming in, another good player for them in the front court. Out of Atlanta, Georgia, and Eagles Landing High School, Kankakee Community College transfer, Rashad Smith. John Luke Wilson liking what his team's doing so far, as Sawinski now with 4 free throws within the last few minutes has Calumet College leading by another deuce again, this time 23-13. 10:38 remaining. Dakari Graham with the ball finds Rashad Smith. Smith pivots on Wilson. Cannot find an opening, just finds Javon Johnson. He's tightly guarded by Davis. Pivots, spin moves on Davis. Gets a 2 in the paint. 23-15, Calumet leads Governor State. Gowan gets a play call from Coach Hawkins, sets up the offense. Gets the ball from Wilson. Pick from Sawinski, tightly guarded by Graham. Gowan finds Wilson. Wilson with space, finds room for a 2, misses. Rebound, Calumet College, and a fresh shot for them. That was Machunich on the wing side that time with the rebound for Calumet College. Gets the ball from Wilson. Into Sawinski, 2-point slam! Slam dunk by J. Caleb! And the Calumet fans are on their feet. 25-15. And Sawinski with the 2-point dunk just got a rebound. Morgan gets ready to check in. Machunich top of the key for Calumet College finds Wilson. Back to J. Caleb, now to Davis. Davis pivots on Graham, finds room. It's Sawinski. Right to Gowan. He tries for 3. Nails it! Scott Gowan signals to his dad in the stands. 28-15, Gowan with 10. 9-10 remaining in the first half. Here in the semifinal. Rashad Smith to Devon Johnson. Johnson tries for a 2 to answer, misses. Rebound, Sawinski. Right to Machunich, he crosses the timeline, finds Gowan. Timeout, J. Caleb will take one. Crimson Wave of Calumet College putting on a show in the semis. They lead 28-15, 8:52 left in half number 1. Don't turn that dial. Finds Carrere, who tries for 3, who made one last time, misses it. Rebound, Lemons with some room. Basket, second chance point for CCSJ. 35-17, 4:25 left. Morris to Machunich. With John Luke Wilson to Morris, to Gowan. Gowan with room, he sets it up for 3. Cash it in, Scott Gowan. He's turning to the crowd, cheering him on. Gowan with the 10 spot, 27-26. Crimson Wave retake the lead by 1. 80-32, CCSJ trails, and they recover the ball. Lemons missing it for 2, gets a rebound, getting it for 2. 2 great possessions there for CCSJ. Lemons calling for the ball, but now tightly guarded by Hyman. So Pritchett with the pick from Woodson. Takes it in for an easy 2. Crimson Wave lead 53-49. As there's 17 on the shot clock now as well. 11:18 the clock stop. Machunich will inbound. Crimson Wave need to capitalize on this easy break as Hankins tries for 3. Nails it! Cash it in, a fired up Jared Hankins. 66-52 Crimson Wave. Gowan with the ball, fakes out, finds a pass. It's Westerland. Westerland to Davis. Davis with room in the post, charges in, gets the 2 and the foul. Quindarius Davis just does it all on the court, folks, here at Rittenmeyer. Colby pivots over. Wiggins now pivoting over top of the key, gets it from Morgan. Gets picked from Sawinski, double team, finds Sawinski for an easy 2-point basket. Caleb Sawinski with 3 points. Pritchett to Swain. Swain to Diaz, directing the offense. Finds Swain. Woodson with the ball. Lemons with a good shot in the post. Will she get it? Gets past her. We have a lead change. Crimson Wave take the lead, 49-47. 5:08 remaining. My goodness, Ariana Lemons inbounding at baseline is Aushawn Lee. This is a key possession if CSJ is going to bounce back at this point in the first half. The time is now. Finds Morris, does Lee. Back to Davis. Davis finds Wilson. Bellevue playing tight D on Wilson. Sawinski now with the ball. Finds Davis. Morris with the ball against Hoover. Davis takes it. Morris tries 3 on Hoover. Nails it. Cash it in. Josh Morris. Morgan with 8 on the shot clock. Calling for a pick from Achunich. 5. Sets it up for Wilson. He drains the 3 attempt. Misses. Rebound Gowan. Second chance. Fresh shot clock. Scott Gowan does it again. Gowan with 24. Gowan slowing it down against Graham. In the final seconds, he takes a 3, makes it! And the clock winds down. Scott Gowan getting the Crimson Wave a 40-37 lead. On the replay, Gowan showing just true clutch swag. Gets another 3, he has 12. Going into the locker room on senior day, CCSJ on the backs of the seniors, and that Scott Gowan 3 lead 40-37. Brandon now has the ball against Gowan. Finds Atwater. Now in the hands of Jackson. He has room in the post. Stolen by John Luke Wilson. He has space against Atwater on the mismatch. Gets it up for 2. Count it. Crimson Wave retake the lead, 13-12. Tigers making quick work of this Crimson Wave team. John Luke Wilson tries 3, gets it! John Luke Wilson with 3 3-pointers in his first half of the season. And it's stolen and recovered by Markeisha Pritchett, who has room in the post. And getting it for 2 gets TCSJ on the board, Markeisha Pritchett. Crimson Wave on offense for the first time here this afternoon in their final home game, looking to go to a 7-game winning streak if they get the win here at home. Wiggins gets the ball from Gowan. Finds Machunich quickly to Gowan on the wing side. He tries for 3. Cash it in. Scott Gowan on senior night on the board with a 3, folks. Key team leader for the Crimson Wave gets them on the board with a 3 spot, leading 3-0. 19:07 left in the first half. Clock stopped at 6.6, so no shot clock. CCSJ gets one up quick. Diaz gets on the wing side, puts up a 3. Cash it in. Priscilla Diaz is on the board with her bread and butter 3 spot in the final seconds. Dakari Graham against Scott Gowan on the offense. Finds Isaiah Thomas. To Vance on the wing side. It goes for Governor State. Pivots. Thomas getting the ball back. He has 13 on the shot clock. Loses the ball. Jump ball between Davis and Thomas. Gowan calls time. Davis has the ball. My goodness, Quindarius Davis have a night.